What's up, people? This your man, Big Play Killer, but today it is Coach T. Today we're gonna talk about passing. And some people think about passing, the quarterback throwing the ball to wide receiver. I think about foot planting. I think about the trajectory of the ball, the velocity of the ball. Think about how the wide receiver runs his route. How does he separate from the DB? Does the DB play good technique? Is he fast enough? Is he just out of position by alignment from the snap of the ball? And I think for a developer, all this stuff comes into play when you're making the game. So if you want to make a complete game, you have to think about it, the whole complete process. So let's get to it. When I think about the passing game, these are some of the things I think about. Pocket passing, QB, drop back steps, timing routes, play action, pump fakes, pocket pressure, user control, QB avoidance, and QB throwing windows. All these things play a big part in the passing game. Today we're going to use Cam the Scram Newton to give us a good picture of a mobile quarterback using the pocket. And we're going to use Ray Lewis and his defense, him and Ed Reeves, to give you a good picture of how a defense should fit up. Alright, when you think about the passing game, a lot of people think about the deep ball. Everybody wants to see the big play. Everybody wants to see the Tom Brady throw from the pocket, throwing it downfield. You want to see Cam getting outside the pocket, Aaron Rodgers, and letting it rip and just letting it fly. That's what puts people in the seats. But football is made up of many things. And if you think you're going to just throw the ball willy-nilly down the field, you got another thing coming. You have to be smart. A defense can do everything right, and sometimes the offense can still be Johnny on the spot. And the offense can do everything right, and sometimes they can come up short because they're not on the same page. A quarterback like Cam Newton can always do the spectacular. When you got a wide receiver like Steve Smith, he can do the spectacular too. And this is what we love about the game of football. You never know what's going to happen, but you know something exciting will happen. But the passing game, to me, is made up of the D-line, the pressure on the quarterback, can he avoid it, and the wide receiver and the DB interactions. If your wide receiver can't separate from the DB, he can't catch the ball. Positioning, speed, everything, knowledge determines if a wide receiver can get off and create space to catch the ball. He has to know how to run a perfect route to set up the DB so he can be open. And then he has to get the timing, the window from the quarterback. Everything has to fit up. It's not just, okay, I'll drop back and throw the ball. And no, it's a lot of things adding up to make these plays happen. The quarterback can have all the time in the world, but if the DB has good position, it can still be an incompletion. I hear people complain about the out routes in all pro football, they're unstoppable. But what it really is, it's a timing route. And people will say timing routes are almost unstoppable if it's thrown correctly and on the right time. Right here, Cam Newton throws the ball a second too late. Gives the DB time to set up, come back, and make a play on the ball. It's all about the quarterback's timing and wide receiver timing. Right here, Cam Newton is pressured. He can't set up and throw it at the right time. He throws the ball across his body, and it's an interception. Timing in the passing route is critical. If you can create pressure on the quarterback, it causes incompletions. So if you can create pressure and rush the quarterback, it's all about pursuit and all this. One thing I found out about all pro football that made me just fall in love with this game was the ability for the user to control his quarterback to make plays. And it can also get you in trouble sometimes. Let me show you right here. Alright, I'm in the pocket. I see you the fridge coming. I press the down button to elude the tackle, spin out, and I make a throw. I mean, to me, this is perfect for user control. You're in control. Cam didn't do that on his own. I pressed the button to make him avoid that tackle. But now, this is when I try to do it too much. I'm just going crazy, hitting the button, and I end up having a turnover because I'm just trying to do too much. Instead of just throwing the ball away, I forced myself into a corner and I had to pay for it. Watch this pursuit right here. You see the D lineman, how he chased Cam Newton down? He gained ground slowly. But watch the difference when Ray Lewis, his pursuit. Watch how quickly Ray Lewis closed ground. And that's the difference between the linebacker playing and chasing quarterback and the D lineman. Just watch the defense right here. Look at the pressure from different sides. Cam doesn't know where this pressure is going to come from. He's getting hit from every angle. And what happens when you're getting hit like this, it starts to make you start to have quick, happy feet. You start moving around the pocket, doing stuff that you can't even look downfield because you're afraid of the rush. And now you start to do things like throw the ball off your back foot. You can't get power into your throw. And these things can make a quarterback have a real bad day. And for quarterbacks like Cam Newton, most time they take off and start using their feet. Instead of trusting in their arm, trusting in their line, they want to take off and try to make a play with their feet. And I mean, you can make plays like this, but it's hard to win a game like this. So you have to have your passing game intact. You have to know your timing routes. You have to rely on that kind of stuff. And that's why some guys say you can't, some of these routes and stuff can't be stopped. But look at Ray Lewis. Look at Ray Lewis. Look at the pursuit, how he chases down Cam Newton. Look, I used the pump fake, and I'm trying to get away from this guy. I used the quarterback avoid, but Ray Lewis is like, nah, son. Nah. And that's the beauty of this game. If that was a big D lineman, I probably would have got away from him. Look at the fridge chasing. Throws it back to Steve Smith. Steve Smith goes up with his vertical. I mean, that looks just like Steve Smith. I mean, look at this. This looks just like Cam Newton. And I made these guys. Look at the pressure right here. Like they say, pressure bust pipes. And the linebacker comes up, hits Cam Newton, and makes him throw the ball out of bounds. You can't. It's hard to throw a ball if you got a 200-something pound guy in your face. Right here again, Cam gets out of the pocket, rolls, and he throws an interception because of the pressure. And that's the main thing why pressure exists. You want to get pressure on the quarterback to make him make a quick decision, make him make a bad decision, throw the ball before he's ready, and force the ball into a position. Like right here, he threw the ball before he was ready. He didn't really have his feet set, so he can't throw a good pass. Steve Smith is short. The ball sails over his head. Height and weight and a lot of stuff is respected in this game. That's why I like playing this game. All right, let's get to throwing windows. On this game, I don't see this in other games. Cam Newton throws a sidearm pass. He changes up his delivery to get the ball into a window. Here again, he throws another sidearm pass to get the ball so it can be low, and he gets it in up under the safety, in between the corner up under the safety. Right here, it's not a sidearm, but you wait on the window. He's waiting until he gets into the window and delivers a ball. I mean, this game takes a lot of stuff into perspective, and like right here, Cam doesn't hit the window right, and the receiver pays for it. Ray Lewis doesn't take kind of people running through his zone right here, and that's the importance of hitting the windows. If you don't hit the window, the receiver pays. Here again, Cam, he takes the lick, but he lets his wide receiver get to the window. Again, he gets inside the window right here. Takes the time, sits, waits. Right here, Cam tries to buy time, tries to throw across the middle, but Ray Lewis shows up. The window was not there. Ray Lewis closed the window, and it ends up turning into a big play, a big